osteopetrosis. It's also known as marble bone disease or Albers-Schonberg disease. It usually occurs because of the defective osteoclastic function. Usually, the osteoblasts lay down the bone and osteoclasts are responsible for the resorption of bone. But here, the osteoclasts are not working. So, there will be no blood supply to the bone and the whole bone become avascular. Since avascular, the radiograph of skull will be thick radio-opaque. We have three types of osteopetrosis: infantile, adult, and intermediate osteopetrosis. The infantile osteopetrosis is also known as malignant osteopetrosis. It is the most dangerous. The adult osteopetrosis is also known as the benign osteopetrosis. The radiographic features of osteopetrosis are Ruger-Jersey spine, Erlenmeyer flask deformity, bone-in-bone appearance, and sandwich vertebrae. Here we see is the Ruger-Jersey spine, and this is Erlenmeyer flask deformity, and now we have bone within a bone appearance, and finally the sandwich vertebrae. And this is the radiograph of skull of osteopetrosis that shows the dense diffuse radio opacity. And now, what are the treatment options of osteopetrosis? We have four treatment options: calcitriol, erythropoietin, corticosteroids, and hematopoietic stem cell therapy. The calcitriol is the active form of vitamin D. It helps to stimulate the dormant osteoclast and thus stimulating the bone resorption. The erythropoietin can be used to correct anemia. The anemia associated with osteopetrosis is myelothesic anemia. So, erythropoietin can be used for the formation of RBC. The corticosteroids are not used for its anti-inflammatory action. They are bone leaching drugs. That is, if you use corticosteroids for a longer period of time, it removes calcium from your bone, so the bone becomes weak. But this disadvantage of the corticosteroids can be utilized as a treatment option for osteopetrosis because we want the bone to proceed with the process of resorption. So, corticosteroids have been used with the hope of stimulating bone resorption. And finally, the hematopoietic stem cell therapy has been used in case of infantile osteopetrosis. It is the malignant and the most dangerous one.